when they step in the game. Everyone knows my name. Doctor Strange, who, Spider-Ham, maybe, and Black Widow, on a secret mission to stop the villain. Dance of Death is the main event. Unless I'm Rocket Raccoon, no time to be rude. Oh wait, I'm a superhero, always willing to go to blow with crimes to save so many lives. A stud is do or die. Marvel champions, you a champion. I'm a champion, we are champions. I'm a superhero, always willing to go to blow with crimes to save so many lives. A stud is do or die. Marvel champions, you a champion. I'm champion, we are champions. They say it's a little bit slow, but I'm all about control. When I stun and confused, cause there's no way I would lose. I flip up and down, villain stand around till I'm ready or not. This combo ready to drop 20-30 damages and cannon Hulk smash. I'm a bash, put him in the trash and call it a match. Let's step up in the portal or get up in game. Dead Winnie the Nelson, so keep it locked and watching. I'm a superhero, always willing to go to blow with crimes to save so many lives. A stud is do or die. Marvel champions, you a champion. I'm champion, we are champions. I'm a superhero, always willing to go to blow with crimes to save so many lives. A stud is do or die. Marvel champions, you a champion. I'm champion, we are champions.
What's up, everybody? This is Descry Gaming. I'm Descry. We are doing a live stream here, and I am playing a different game than Marvel Champions at the moment. Basically, I had Mutant Insurrection sort of in my closet that I didn't really open, and so we've been fooling around with that one. We're going to be playing Rise of the Sentinels, which is a medium, or it's a 2-bar difficulty scenario. It has 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar as the difficult scenarios in the game. So this one should be a little bit harder. And I'm going to run 4 X-Men and see how we do. Get Up in Game says, haven't had a chance to watch the previous streams yet, but excited to see this in action. Yeah, I would say this. And what's up, Josh? Good morning to you, or good afternoon, wherever you are. I haven't played a lot of dice games. And I guess for me right now, since I haven't had a lot of dice games I played, it's kind of fresh for me. So I am, I know the reviews weren't stellar for this game. I don't think it's a bad game. It's definitely not a bad game. In fact, I think that there is some depth, because yes, people like to be like, oh, this is RNG, it's Yahtzee type of thing, but you have team ups, assists, you have mutant cards, you have to go back to heal, to look to do Cerebro or do your trainings. It's actually a pretty good game. I mean, it's simple, but there is some depth there, and you can play it at harder difficulties. You could start your threat marker like super high, and the threat cards are really like nasty. They can bring out villains, they can increase your threat, they can do damage to your heroes. So yeah, if you start up, so on normal setting you start at 4 threat. On hard setting, I think you go to 6, I believe. And then on extreme, you go to 8, I believe. So this playthrough, because we're doing a 2-bar scenario, we're going to just do the normal setting, which you start at 4. And we'll see how things go. Yeah, this is, I haven't played Elder Sign, but it's basically the same sort of mechanics, except a little bit different, a little more simpler. But I really like X-Men. Like I grew up with the X-Men, so this game is very nostalgic for me. And so I am enjoying it, and I know obviously I don't think we're gonna probably see an expansion from this game because it's been out for 2 years. And if the game, I guess, was popular, this is when you would be hearing about, oh my gosh, my shirt is so wrinkly. I just threw it on. Um, we would probably hear some news about it from Fantasy Flight, like an expansion coming. So I think because it didn't sell very well, that's probably why we're not going to probably get an expansion, which is too bad because the more I play this game, the more I think it is a decent game. And the other game I'm curious about is Marvel Dagger, which that was released a while ago. I'm tempted to look into that game too. And it Marvel Dagger kind of reminds me of a little bit of Marvel Champions a bit there because I think you have aspects in that game as well, but it's obviously different than Marvel Champions. Holy, I couldn't have picked a more wrinkly wrinkly shirt than I'm wearing right now. I just noticed it on the camera. Anyways, we're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna explain how this works. I've actually done a few games now, and I feel more competent on how the rules work and everything. So, and one thing I didn't realize is the villains have a purple kind of card. They come out in missions and in the villainous deck. And if you defeat them, you can go to Xavier's office, and they can reduce your threat based on how many discarded villains you've kind of eliminated. So I didn't even know that. So I was making the game a little bit harder. I wasn't doing things like that when I was playing it. But yeah, we're going to jump to the table. All right, so here we are. Now I've kind of, um, yeah, I've kind of done my layout for this game to get this to look better. And what I noticed though, like the Let's Plays, I think Dale, the casual gamer, has literally the best live play of this game. He always does a really good job. It's too bad he doesn't do any more content at the moment, but he does a really good job of like showing you the cards, and he has a good like camera setup. The lighting's good. So yeah, if you're wondering about more Let's Play of this game, he only has two of them though. He only did two Let's Plays of this game. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of zoom ups and cameras and stuff so you guys can see all the cards. So at setup, uh, on a 4-player game, we would roll to get rid of one of these mission decks. There's mission decks consist of 5 cards, and each mission deck has one villain in it. These are all things I'm like learning about the game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll roll the dice. So North America is gone. And then we're doing Rise of the Sentinels, which reminds me of the 90s cartoon basically. So I'm gonna just show you guys that one. So Rise of the Sentinels. So this is a 2-bar difficulty, which is gonna be pretty intense. The 1 bars are definitely easy. I could tell you that. 2-bar and 3-bar is gonna test your, you know, your min-max ability. Respected anthropologist Boulevard Trask has challenged Professor Xavier to a televised debate. The topic, mutants. But does Trask have other motives? Setup. Randomly remove 2 Sentinels from each threat deck, shuffle them together to form a Sentinel deck. Put the Mutant Menace 03A into play, and then you have a constant ability during play. When you would discard a Sentinel, shuffle it into the Sentinel deck instead. So pretty nasty. We're going to put this thing up here, which is our our main scenario mission here. And we have to do the Sentinel, create a Sentinel deck. So we have to get 2 Sentinels from each threat deck. So green are the easier threat cards. Yellow is the second hardest, and then the hardest are the orange. All right, so this is our Sentinel deck. So the way I'm going to do it is I'll just close my eyes and it's a green one. Okay. What we're going to do is the Sentinel deck we'll put sort of right here. We'll do it. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I like my team. We have a very balanced team. We have Beast, which is very good at teamwork. We have Colossus that can protect like Storm or Cyclops. They're a little bit, or Beast. He has a lot of health, but he hits pretty hard. He has very good attack, basically. Cyclops can actually do pretty good attack. He's like a balance hero, so he can do pretty much everything. I think he's definitely up there in power tier for heroes to pick. And then Storm's a very good power type. So powers uh, are the genetic symbol, if you guys can see that. But yeah, Storm's pretty good for getting the power ones, and that is my team. Now, how it works is on normal, you set it to 4. And you could lose the game if it goes beyond 15 threat. There's a deployment phase, the mission phase, and then the threat kind of phase, and then back to redeployment. And that's a whole round. And you know, missions are happening. There's a story-driven kind of mission with it, and you have to balance the two. So if your hero takes full damage, they're considered knocked out. So you would put 1 threat up on the threat tracker, and at the start of the deployment phase, you would get another X-Men at the start of the next round. Now showdowns are like the big finale, which is like they have sort of different rules, but I'll go into that once we get to it. And I think right now we're gonna flip one of these cards. I did do the shuffles for them. I guess we'll flip this one. So we're getting Smuggling Ring. So you can see in the top right, there's a exclamation mark. That's a threat. And then you have success and failure when we either are successful or we fail. So that one's pretty good because you get a hero bond. So hero bonds are very strong in this game. They can really give you the advantage. And one strategy to this game is sometimes you want to build up bonds and get trainings and stuff. And mutants, you can only have 1 mutant per hero. And then go into the showdown when you've sort of built bonds and have mutants and stuff. You'll be a lot more easier to manipulate your dice and to get what you need. So that's one strategy. Like, you don't always want to rush to the showdown. Sometimes it's good just to power up a little bit before you go into a showdown. Then you have a flip thing. If sinking ship is completed, complete 1 objective here. So right now we're in the green tracker, which means we only focus on the green objectives. We have to bring in 03A from the story thing. And the biggest complaint from reviews were that the keys or the where you would find the certain card was too small. But I guess I'm not at that age yet where the small print bothers me, but I guess in maybe 5 or so years, I'll probably start struggling seeing the smaller print. Yeah, so Mutant Menace is coming into play. It's the story part. So the stories, I believe, are green. I think so, yeah. So the Mutant Menace that has a threat. It says when you put this mission into play, draw the top card of the Sentinel deck and attach it to this mission. So that means we would get a Sentinel. And Sentinels basically, what they do is they stop you from being able to complete a mission. So you have to get rid of them. And they also come in with a villainous symbol. Villainous symbols basically, if I were to row like these little Magneto things, they're not worth anything. And if I want to re-roll it, I would have to proc the effect of suffer 1 damage. But the good thing is if I had like 3 Magneto symbols, it's still just one damage. It's not 1 1 1 1. It's just 1 damage. So basically in a nutshell, if you get a lot of Magnetos, that's gonna slow you down. Like that, you're not gonna be able to complete a mission because you have limited die. So that's where you have to kind of figure out, can I take 2 damage? But there's some abilities on cards and assists that can override the villainous Magneto die. So anyways, I think we're ready to go here. So we're in deployment phase now. So our X-Men are over at the X-Jet. So we definitely want to tackle the smuggling ring. You always want to try to get rid of these threat ones quickly. So this one's got quite a few teamworks on it. I'm going to apply Beast to smuggling ring, and then we're going to team Beast up with somebody. It's mostly physicals over here. There's a lot of attack over here. I think I would like Cyclops over a Mutant Menace. And I'm just thinking to myself here. Maybe Storm can go with Cyclops and Colossus can go. Although Colossus doesn't have a lot of teamwork. But Colossus can take this 2 damage right here. I'm just wondering if it would be better to have Storm go with. No, we'll roll with this Colossus and Beast. And okay, so I'm gonna start with Colossus, I think. Yeah. So this is the part where we would decide about assist cards, and I am gonna switch them over because when you switch them over, they benefit from an assist ability. So their die changes. So now Colossus is 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 blue. And basically the blues are better at teamwork, the yellows are better at power, and the reds are better at fight. So that's how you want to try to do your matchups here. Yeah, Cyclops and Storm will switch their assists. Okay, and let's start with just seeing. Yeah, we'll start with Beast. So yeah, the way I do this, guys, is put the card here for you guys to see, plus the team up. And then we put the card here so you can kind of see what I'm trying to roll 4 so you can see everything. So now Beast is 4 fight and 2 blue. But Beast has once per round you may roll any number of your die showing fists, which, yeah, it's not bad. Okay, but you can see there's a lot of teamwork. All right, so then we're gonna roll here our 6 die. So we got a couple of Magnetos. Now, there's no Magneto symbol on the card, so I can re-roll Magneto die with no bad ill. So the thing is, we just got a bunch of fights, which isn't super great. I do have this one red one. That's a 3. All right, so we'll put this here. I'm going to use. I'm going to use Beast's enhanced agility, so I can do all. I could reroll these fights, and it doesn't cost me a reroll. I have only 2 rerolls per hero. So, yeah, we're gonna. Those are. Well, I could reroll the red. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, perfect. So we got 2 teamworks. So yeah, we'll take advantage of these 2. So what's going to happen is we will apply them here. And then we're going to take 2 damage. But we have Bodyguard. If you would suffer damage, Colossus may suffer that damage instead. So we're going to take 2 damage on Colossus, actually. So that will be put on his card over here. All right. So now we just have a bunch of Magnetos. We have 3 die left. I'm going. Oh, no, we have the fight one. Actually, I'll re-roll this fight one. That's all right. So we have 4 die. This is our first re-roll. Okay, so we did get a genius. We'll take that. That could complete that bottom one, and then we'll do our last re-roll here. Beast might be able to do it all by himself. Wow, Beast did it all by himself. That's crazy. Okay, so we got a teamwork and 2 fights. So basically, the one fight knocks off. It makes 2, and then we got our teamwork. So Beast single-handedly did the mission by himself. So we would, because Colossus can't do anything, because the mission's done, we're going to resolve the success. So we reduce the threat by 2. 1 hero forms a bond. So I'm going to do that in a second here. Let's go to full. Put Beast back. So, all right. So reduce threat by 2. So it goes down to 2 on here. Sorry, 2 on the. It was at 4. It goes down to 2. And 1 hero forms a bond. So I could bond any hero. I think I'm going to bond Cyclops and Storm. So how it works is this is the bond deck. We will go to the bottom, the very bottom. We grab the card Devotion, and then we find the other Devotion in the deck right here. Now, so Storm and Cyclops will be bonded. Now, I believe we can do that. One hero forms a bond. I believe as a team they can decide who wants to form the bond. I don't think it's dictated to the site, but it doesn't say anything in the rule book about that. But from my understanding, it sounds like I could pick any team I want, you know? So I'm gonna do Cyclops. So this is what a devotion is. If you and the other devotion bonded hero are at the same mission, this is what happens. When that hero would suffer damage, you may exhaust this card to suffer that damage instead. Okay, so not the greatest devotion. Actually, this would be better. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could save one hero if one hero gets kind of low. The other hero can take some damage. All right, so that will be on uh, both Storm and Cyclops. But yeah, there's definitely way more powerful um, bonds than it's probably a weaker bond that we got now. And there's also uh, your bonds could also break, which give you really negative consequences. So there's also that too. All right, so Cyclops and Storm are gonna fight the mutant menace. I'm just trying to think here how we. I guess we'll go with Cyclops first. Yeah. Or might want to go with Storm first. Yeah, we'll go with well, no, there's a lot of 3 fights. Yeah, we'll do Cyclops first. So Cyclops is gonna go first, assisted by Storm. So our mission will be here with the Sentinel. All right. So what do we got? Cyclops has Optic Blast, and we have Assist Lightning Strike. After you assemble your die, you may train to get a power. So we will do that. That's a very powerful assist ability. So that goes on Cyclops. You can only have one training token at a time. But now we could use Optic Blast with that to change 2 of our die to a fight result, which is kind of perfect for what I want to do. So Cyclops does 2 reds, 3 yellows, and 1 blue. We're going to do... All right, so... let's see. No teamworks. Did get a power, but I wanted... Yeah. I'm just... So what I'm going to do is... Wait. I'm going to use my training token to proc Optic Blast. Once per round, you may spend 1 power result to turn up to 2 of your die to any fight result. So we're going to spend that. And then my 2 reds, they're going to be changed to fight. And I wonder if it matters. We're changing the Magneto die though. But we're not re-rolling the Magneto die. So I think that's fine. So we're going to change, because they're red, they can go up to 3 fight. So we're going to go with we'll put the 3 fights on those spots right there. And then I'll re-roll. So I'll do my first re-roll. Perfect. So we got some team training stuff. So we can complete that, and actually, you want to, yeah, I think we're going to re-roll. We want the genius. We're going to take 1 damage. So Cyclops will take 1 damage because we're going to re-roll the Magneto ones, which will cause the Sentinel to do damage to us. So let's go. All right, that's actually not bad. That gives us the genius. So what's going to happen here is we completed the bottom part. So you get these stars that do this. And then that'll be it for Cyclops. And then hopefully Storm can knock out the Sentinel. All right, so then Storm's gonna go, assisted by Cyclops. And so Storm gets 1 red, 2 yellows, 3 blues. Okay. All right, so we just needed 2 teamworks and a physical. You can see right there we have a physical and 3 teamworks. So we do complete the Sentinel. And that will complete that mission. So Sentinel basically gets discarded. But when there's that, our scenario thing, I'll just read it. The scenario thing says that when we discard, let me just move this out of the way. This one here. During play, when you would discard a Sentinel, shuffle it into the Sentinel deck instead. So basically, I'm just going to close my eyes. Just kind of shuffle this around. And there we go. Oh, it's another green one. Lucky me. All right, so success, put Sentinel Threat 04A into play and place this card under the plot. So what we're gonna do that. So this will go in the plot area. Sentinel Threat. All right, so this is the Sentinel Threat. X-Men. Bolivier Trask thinks all mutants are a problem and his Sentinels are the solution. Put Inspect Sentinel 05A into play. During play, when you shuffle a Sentinel into the Sentinel deck, place a star on this card. If the number of stars on this card is less than 4, in my case, 4 heroes, flip this card. Otherwise, draw a Sentinel from the Sentinel deck. All right, so this goes on top. There is an end around. So basically, yeah, if we're not flipping this card at the end of the round, a Sentinel comes out. So it says bring out Inspect Sentinel. So this is the one that's coming out, a story mission. It has no threat on it, but it does have the arrow going down, which means we have to go through that from top to bottom. We can't go bottom to top or anything like that. So that will go in this spot here. And that's now we do threat phase. There is no threat out. So our tracker does not move. We will get a card dealt to us, a green card. Is Team Tension. One hero breaks a bond. If there are 4 or more heroes, draw another threat card. There is 4. All right, so the bond gets broken with Storm and Cyclops. So now they have dependents. If you and the other dependents spawned a hero are not at the same mission. Oh, so if they're not at the same mission, while you are the active hero, you get 1 reroll instead of 2. Ouch, that is really bad. So we want to have Storm and Cyclops teaming up every time until we get this fix, basically. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, so we get another threat card. Yeah, the threat cards are really bad. All right, so it's a Sentinel. So it says target fewest threat icons. There is no threat icon, so it's just going to go attach this mission here. Oh, no, guys, sorry. Before we flip the threat card, we're supposed to flip for a mission. So yeah, it's going to be attached to this one, actually, which is Anti-Mutant Mob. And that's not too bad. Each hero trains 1 hero, draws a mutant. Okay, so that's pretty good. So yeah, the Sentinel is going to protect this one that comes out. And I'm going to move this... no, I guess Spec Sentinel. All right, so then we would draw from the Sentinel deck. And that's going to attach to Inspect Sentinel. All right. So that's it. Everybody goes to the deploy phase. Or the regroup phase. All right, so that's 1 round of X-Men Insurgents. So Colossus took 2 damage. Yeah, the anti-mutant we want to hit. So this one's got a lot of fights. It's got pretty much everything, but more of a teamwork. So I'm gonna have Beast go to this one again. Oh, your assists also get put back to normal. Back to the heroes. So Beast's gonna go there. I could go to Cerebro to heal. Because nice thing about Cerebro, we can see maybe what we're maybe getting. And that's pretty good. So maybe I want to go to Colossus. I want to... Actually, we'll go together with Colossus and Beast down here, and Cyclops will target Inspect Sentinel with Storm. All right, so yeah, we're going full on. Okay, let's start with our team ups here. So let's team up with Colossus and Beast, and they'll do their team together as well. All right. So I'm gonna start with I guess Beast. Okay, so here we go. Beast is 4 red and 2 blue. Beast has enhanced agility. Once per round, you may reroll any number of your dice showing fists, which is pretty good with Colossus, because Colossus gets a lot of reds. All right, so let's check what we got. So we got some teamworks. We got some fists. We got a G. Okay. So we're definitely going to, use a teamwork down here. And I will use a fight down there and a power down here. I will keep the teamwork one, and then we'll use enhance agility. But that is going to proc the villainous thing. Discard a mutant. Oh, I don't have a mutant, so that's fine. Okay. So this doesn't count to my reroll. Okay. So that doesn't do what I want it to do. All right, so we're going to do our first reroll. Oops. Damn. Okay. That didn't. All right, we'll do our second reroll. Wow. So we kind of fizzled there. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to get at least a 2 fight, and we didn't get it. Okay, so Beast just completes 2 of them. All right, Colossus is going to go. After assembling my die, I can get teamwork training 1. So onto Colossus with Shrewd Advice. Okay, so let's assemble our die. 2 red, 2 yellow, and 2 blue. All right, so we did get a 2 fight. Perfect. We'll go on the Sentinel 2 and the 1. With the blue. All right, so the Sentinel is completed. It gets shuffled into the Sentinel deck, which I will close my eyes and shuffle. All right. And then we've got we got 1 teamwork. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll re-roll these 2. We'll keep the teamwork 1 and just do our first re-roll. Nope. In fact, okay, I will roll everything. So my last reroll. And damn it, we did not complete it. Unfortunately, we didn't get the fight. So We failed that mission, actually, which is going to... One hero breaks a bond, but we have no bonds. So, right, so this will be put back to this area. Okay. All right, see if Cyclops and Storm can do better here. I'm gonna send in Cyclops first. So I can defeat the Sentinel. Actually, let's send in Storm first. Okay, so Cyclops or Storm is gonna get 3 blue, 2 yellow, and 1 red. All right, so this will be fine. So we'll take a 2 fight for the Sentinel. And we got a genius with a blue. I'm going to use weather control. Once per round, you may turn 1 die to a genius. We'll turn this yellow one into a genius, which will knock off the Sentinel. So no more villainous trigger. That gets shuffled back into the deck. Sentinel deck, I'll close my eyes, do the shuffling. All right, lucked out. It's another green one. So let's do this one team one. Now you're allowed to the arrow. You can do the Sentinel before the arrow. That's one thing. So we cleared that out on the top one. And then we just need 2 teamworks. Tactical train, you may turn 1 die showing to any result. Oh, okay. All right, so we're gonna do our first reroll of 2 dice. And we got 1 of training, and then we'll reroll this one. And no. So we don't complete the bottom one. We go to Cyclops now. So Cyclops is going to go with Assisted by Storm. Cyclops will use Storm's Lightning Strike Assist to get a power training. So I'm doing 2 reds, 3 yellows, and a blue. And I just got to do 2 teamworks. And we got the 2 teamworks. So, yeah, we completed that one. All right, so that's completed the bottom one. Each hero trains, including heroes not at the mission. Then place this card under the plot. All right, so really good. We can all train. So I'm going to do that. We're going to put this under the plot. We did knock out 2 Sentinels that round. So we would get actually 2 of these at this spot. When you shuffle Sentinel into the Sentinel deck, place, yeah, so we do that. And then as far as training goes, what do we want for training? I'm thinking, so he has a teamwork, which is fine. I'll take a power for Beast. And then with Storm and Cyclops, I'll take a fight with Storm. And with Cyclops, I'll take a teamwork. All right, so now we're going to go up in threat. 1 from Anti-Mutant. We're going to flip another mission. This is Lost Mutants. That's going to come in here. We get a threat card. Replace a story mission with the top card of the villain deck face up. If you cannot replace story mission, replace any face up mission instead. All right, so if there are 3 or more heroes, flip a face down mission face up. All right, so this is kind of cool. What's going to happen is a villain is going to be coming in here, replacing that. Wait, let me read that card again. Replace the story mission. There is not a story mission. If you cannot replace a story mission, replace any face-up mission instead. Okay, so we're going to replace this one, the Lost Mutants, because we would lose all our progress on this one if we replace that one. If there are 3 or more heroes, flip a face-down mission face-up. So we're going to flip another one, Helpless Mutant. That's got a threat on it. So Mystique is pretty nasty. She's a villain. You have to do a lot of fighting and take damage and stuff to defeat her. She's pretty nasty. And then we're going to get a Sentinel, so which is most objectives, which would be Mystique. All right, that will do it. We go back to the X-Jet. And then we regroup here. So there's quite a bit of activity here, a lot of threat. There's 3, 4, 5. So we definitely need to tackle Mystique. There's a lot of fight. And there's a lot of teamwork as well. So again, I'm going to bring in, I guess, Beast and Colossus to teamwork on Mystique. They've been a good team together. I will try. I gotta put my assists back. So I'm gonna go with Cyclops here and then Storm over here. But I doubt. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. All right, so that's going to be where we're going to deploy. I'm going to first do Cyclops. And yeah, let's do that. So yeah, Cyclops is going to do this solo. He only has one reroll, but I think we can do this. All right, let's go. So Cyclops, 2 red, 2 blue, 2 yellow. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. All right, so there's no negative effect for villainous. I have 1 reroll only. I guess I'll just reroll everything. Oh, I have a genius though. All right, we're gonna spend the genius to do optic blasts, which I can change a red to a fight. And then we're gonna re-roll these 4. Hopefully get the teamwork. And we got it. We got the teamwork. All right, so we completed anti-mutant mob, which will give us a bonus. All right, so each hero trains. Oh, that sucks. We probably should have did that last. 1 hero draws a mutant. Okay. That's fine. So we're gonna draw a mutant. We get Richter. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust Richter to reroll up to 1 red die and 1 yellow die, ignoring all of the effects. So I think I'm gonna put that with Storm. All right, so Storm gets it. All right, let's do Storm. So Storm's gonna, she has the fight training thing, which is pretty good. Helpless mutant. Okay, so Storm's getting a red, 3 yellows, and 2 blues. All right. Yeah, the 2 teamworks is nice actually. So we'll take the 2 teamworks. We'll complete that one. And then we got a genius, or a power, sorry. We'll use Storm's weather control. Once per round, you may turn 1 die to a power. So this blue one will be a power, which completes. And then we have the 2. All right, so we complete Helpless Mutant on 1 roll. That was really good.
Wow.
All right, let's just do this. All right, so 1 hero draws a mutant, and 1 hero forms a bond. All right, so I will. Yeah, we'll draw a mutant and draw a bond. Okay. So another mutant, we get Mirage. When a hero at a different mission will resolve a villainous effect, you may exhaust Mirage to ignore that effect. That's pretty good. We'll play that on Colossus, I guess. And then we can form a bond. I guess with Beast and Colossus will form the bond. So the bottom card is Training. So we have to find the other training card. So Training will, if you and the other training bonded hero are at the same mission, while you are the active hero, you may spend their training token as if it was your own. Well, that's kind of cool. All right, so Colossus gets that, Beast gets that. All right, so yeah, Mystique is going to be definitely a challenge. It's not going to be easy with Mystique. Just looking at, we want to get the Sentinel out of here. So let's do Colossus first, I think. Yeah. All right, Colossus will go. We're going to switch our assists. Okay. So Mystique. Okay, so there we go. Colossus will get 2 reds, 2 blues, 2 yellows. All right, so let's roll. All right, it's a pretty good one. Okay, so we got a 3. Let's put that at the bottom. We have a teamwork. We have a power. I'm going to exhaust my training card. So while you are the active hero, you may spend their training tokens if it was your own. So Beast has a power. So we'll spend it to then put that on this one. And I'm just trying to think here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll use Cyclops token to then complete the bottom part at the bottom. All right, so that's going to be it. So Sentinel is finished. We get, so a couple things are going to happen here. Sentinel is going to be shuffled back, and we get another star at the Sentinel threat. We just need one more to move the plot. We have to shuffle the Sentinel deck. I'll just close my eyes and try to shuffle this the best I can. All right. Now we're going to switch with Beast. All right, sounds pretty good. Okay, so Beast, once per round, you may roll any number of physicals. Okay, so 4 physicals, which is really good, plus 2 blues. All right, so we got a teamwork and a power. So we're gonna do that to explode this one. We're gonna take 2 damage, but that's gonna go to Colossus because I have bodyguard. So Colossus will take the 2 damage for me. He's taking 4 damage. He has 8 health, so 4 health left with Colossus. Now we got to do a whole bunch of fights. We did get a 3 here, which is perfect. So we'll go at the top. And then we just need a few more fights. You may re-roll any number of your fights. That's fine. I will. So if it's two heroes each suffer 1 damage. Colossus could take another 2 damage. Or I could just try to roll these 2. I'll try to roll these 2. We'll keep the Magneto symbol on standby. I'm going to do my first reroll of 2 die here. And we got a physical. And then I will take, I'll re-roll these 2 Magnetos. I will take 1 and 1, but that will go to Colossus. So Colossus is down to just 2 life left. So hopefully, I'm really hoping for a physical here. Oh, we got it, baby.
Nice.
Barely. Yeah, and we did complete, we took the 2 damage on the middle one. I just didn't. Okay, so we did defeat Mystique Perfecto. That was pretty good. All right, so Beast comes back. All right, so each hero trains, and this goes set aside. So we got 1 villain out of here. So everybody can train. So with Beast and Colossus, I will take a teamwork with Colossus. And I'll take a power with Beast. All right, so and this was underneath the villain that we took out, Lost Mutants. So I believe we then fail this one because we're at that location. So I'm just going to discard the train tokens. So Lost Mutants Each hero discards a training token or suffers 2 damage. So we got those trainings, so we just discard them. And did we defeat a Sentinel with Mystique? I can't remember if we did or not. No, we didn't. We didn't have a Sentinel on Mystique. Okay. All right, so we go threat phase. No threat. We flip continent over. Sure. We'll go this one. Sinking ship. Then we go a threat card, which is a Sentinel, which attaches to fewest icons, which would be this one. And then at the end of the phase, we get another Sentinel coming in, which is a really bad one. Most requirements, Lost Mutants. And then everybody goes back. So I got to do some healing. Colossus definitely has to heal up. And that will be it. All right, so Colossus is going to go to Cerebro. He's going to heal 3. And then I'll just show you guys Cerebro. So heal 3 damage. Then if you are the first hero to deploy here, reveal the top card of any face down continent deck. Place that card face down on the top or the bottom. All right, so we'll reveal this one, which is Pyro, which we don't want. We'll put them face down at the bottom. All right. Our cysts go back to normal. So I would like to do Lost Mutants. Because then we draw 2 heroes each draw a mutant. That would give Beast a mutant and Cyclops a mutant. So I think we just team up on this one, I think. All 3 of us. That might be overkill. But we're going to go into the showdown once we kill this Sentinel. So, yeah, we'll go 3 X-Men at Lost Mutants. And as far as the Cisco, there's a lot of teamwork. So Cyclops will go with team up with Beast. Beast will team up with Storm. And Storm will team up with Cyclops. Okay. Sounds good. Who wants to go first? I think we'll go Storm first. This should be no problem, I'm thinking. Okay, so Storm gets 1 red, 2 yellow, 3 blue. After assembling your dice pool, I can gain a teamwork if I want. No, that's fine. Okay. All right, pretty good dice roll. Let's knock the Sentinel out first. So let's do our two team trainings plus the Genius. That will get rid of the Sentinel. So we discard it. Goes back into the deck. Shuffled, and we get the last Sentinel threat star onto Sentinel threat, which at the end of the round we're going to the showdown. All right, so we got a 2 and a, so no more villainous stuff. I'll use Storm's weather control to change my red die to a power, and use this power and a fist to complete the midline. So the thing about this game is the more you can stay in the green, the much easier the game is. That's what I notice. Once you get into the high, it gets pretty scary. So that's gonna do it for Storm. All right, going with, I guess, Beast now. So Beast is 2 red and 4 blue. All right, so we got the physical, we got the teamwork, and then we got it. So we're going to use tactical training by Cyclops assist. You may turn 1 die showing a teamwork to any result. We'll change this red teamwork into power, and then we have another teamwork to complete Lost Mutants. So there we go. Um, 2 heroes each draw a mutant. So now we're ready to face the showdown. We're drawing 2 mutants. So we got Wolfsbane and Rockside. So gotta run, but I really like the look of this, and it's too bad it didn't get any support. Thanks for showing it off. No problem, Josh. Take care. All right, so Rockslide and Wolfsbane. When you become the active hero, you may exhaust Rockslide to train. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust Wolfsbane to reroll up to 2 red die. So I guess we'll, trying to think here. Rockslide will go with Beast. And Wolfsbane. Well, actually, Wolfsbane probably go with Beast, I think. And Rockslide to Cyclops. Yeah. Because I'm thinking for team ups, I'll have Colossus team up with Beast. So he has 4 reds. Um, actually, probably better to do it like that, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. That'll be it, and that's all our heroes can do, which will go into threat phase. 1 from Sentinel. We flip over a card. The Samurai comes over here. And then we would draw a threat token. Each hero suffers 1 damage. If there are 3 or more heroes, draw another card. All right, that kind of sucks going into the showdown. So Storm takes a damage, Cyclops takes a damage, Beast takes a damage, and Colossus takes another damage. Flip a face down mission face up. If there are 4 or more heroes, flip another face down mission face up. Okay, so this is getting flipped up, this is getting flipped up. So yeah, things are getting spicy.
A little bit spicy.
Then a Sentinel. Oh, so now we complete Sentinel threat because we have 4. So we're gonna flip this card, and it's called Assault Sentinel HQ. So that's gonna come in. So yeah, actually we defeat that, then we go to the showdown. All right, so we go back to our regroup, redeployment. So we got all our mutants. Things are, yeah, looking pretty good. So this, we're going to be taking some damage over here. Colossus. Yeah, I'm just looking at my stuff. Yeah, I think 2 heroes can deal with this. A lot of fight. We'll use Colossus and Beast. I don't have any training tokens on them though. So I gotta be tactical about this, guys. So maybe I want to go in with Storm because there's quite a few genius. If I do 3 of them, and Cyclops can. Or I heal more with Colossus. I think we want to heal more with Colossus. So if I go to Danger Room, I can get a training too with Colossus. But yeah, I'll go to Cerebro to heal 3 with Colossus. So yeah, Beast and Storm and I guess Cyclops. Although Cyclops has 2 health. I wonder if... Yeah, it's a lot of punching power, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to go with all 3 of them. And I think I missed your guys' chat. I'm going to just respond to you in a second here. I believe when you would draw another mutant, you can pick which one goes to the school and which one you want to put into play. I'm not sure if it works that way. Also, love Silver Samurai. I was hoping he would show up in Marvel Champions. In Marvel Champions, yeah. So what happens is if you have more than one mutant, you have to put the other mutant at the school. But I think my card says each hero draw 2 mutants, or so as long as I have, I guess, room, which I had 2 vacancies on 2 heroes, so I believe I could put them into play like that. But yeah, at this stage, before we deploy, we can swap out mutants. That's also true. But I'm pretty happy with my mutants right now. I think that's what we want to do, guys. So we're just gonna bum rush this Assault Sentinel and then go into Showdown. Who's gonna take all the damage though? I guess Beast will take the damage. All right, so let's swap. Trying to think. No, Storm will go with Beast. Cyclops with Storm. Just looking at all my stuff here. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So who wants to go first? Let's do Beast. Oh, I could get a physical here with Beast by exhausting. But we need a lot of geniuses. So they have their training things. Okay. All right, so yeah, Storm, Beast and assisted by Storm will go. Okay, we're doing I will actually use Rockside with Beast. So I'll exhaust him to get a fight token. All right. So Beast is 2 red, 3 blues, and a yellow. Okay. So we got a 3. That's pretty good. We have a 2. We have a teamwork. We can take a damage with Beast to then complete the line at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, the villainous is pretty bad. I'll hold on to this physical. Let's roll these two. So this is a Magneto thing here. So first reroll. No. Or we might, if we get the genius, last reroll. Damn. Didn't get it. I was hoping for the genius. Okay. So that was a failed, or we got one of them with him. That's fine. Right, so I guess we'll send probably Cyclops next. Maybe Storm. Yeah, let's send Storm. We're sending Storm. Okay, so we got Richter. So a red, 3 blues, 2 yellows. Okay. Gosh, my dice are jumping everywhere. Okay. Not bad. So yeah, I think we got this. So if we do the 1 plus the 3 for that one, and then we got a genius. And then we take a damage. Actually, we want to hold on to the 3 for the top one. Okay, so there we go. We got the top one done. You may turn 1 die showing 10 results. Okay. Yep. So you use tactical training to turn this to a 2. And then I could re-roll this 1. So yeah, these are gonna go over here. So my first re-roll. Perfect, we got it. All right, so this would be 4 and a power, and we take a damage. All right, so we complete that. Storms cards will go over here. All right, so at the start of the threat phase, put Master Mold into play. Okay. So that's all I can do. And I believe we have to trigger Master Mold first. Master Mold Showdown. I was wrong, Sobstras. I wonder if you have to do the... So at the start, put Master Mold at the start of threat phase. So So I believe you do this before you calculate the threat. I was wrong, Sobstras. I was so afraid of the mutant menace that I created something even worse. Master Mold and the Sentinels no longer obey me. They're making more of themselves. Soon there will be no stopping them. While the Sentinels attempt to capture X-Men, Trask volunteers assist by helping to disable their ionic power source. Can the X-Men battle through the horde of Sentinels in time? Shuffle all Sentinels in play into the Sentinel deck, flip the plot card, and set up the showdown. If you do not complete the Inspect Sentinel mission, the showdown is only 2 cards. If the heroes win the game, flip this card. If the heroes win this game, okay, yeah, flip this card. All right, so basically what's going to happen is the Sentinels are going back in the Sentinel deck. All these cards. We just got out of there in time though. All right, they're going back to the regrouping stage. All our cards get readied. All right, so it's looking pretty good for us. All right, so this is the showdown area. Before we do that, so our heroes are going to deploy. Let's look at this again. So each, this one is at the start of the showdown, shuffle the Sentinel deck, draw 1 Sentinel from Sentinel deck and attach it here. So that's going to get a Sentinel, but we have to shuffle the Sentinel deck. Shut my eyes. All right. So that's going to get attached there. That's threat phase. All right. So if I deploy at this, I heal 1 damage. When you complete this mission, discard all Sentinels in play. So that's pretty good. That gets rid of the Sentinel dude. In that case, so that's just pretty easy. It's just teamwork. Yeah, Beast will go here. I'll have Colossus. Go here. And I guess we'll go 3 there and Beast there. All right, sounds good. So far as my Cisco, I'll Colossus will protect just Cyclops. Okay, so we'll switch that over like that. All right, so I guess we'll start Beast. He'll go up to bat with the far right one. He has a fight training on him. He's going solo. He does have rock side, but he has the fight already. Here we go. And then we're going to use All right, use that as my dice. Okay, beast. Let's see what you can do. 2 reds and 4 blues. This one we want to just get teamworks. Okay, so I got 1 teamwork. We'll put that on here. And then I will use enhanced agility to re-roll these 2 reds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this doesn't count for my re-roll here. Okay. So now I will use my first re-roll. So we do get, all right, so that completes one of them. I need to get basically 5. Looks like 5. No, I just have to do 1 actually. Because it doesn't say hero, it just says 1 of these. Okay, so Beast does it. After you deploy this mission, heal 1 damage. Beast heals 1. Discard all Sentinels in play. Okay, so this is completed. This gets one of these things. And yeah, Beast comes back. All right, so let's tee. This Sentinel gets discarded. Let's tee off on Master Mold. So that's a big fist. Let's do Colossus first. So Colossus. We'll team up with Storm. I will do my assist. So I'll do a lightning strike to generate powertrain token. I have Mirage. Okay. I'm doing 2 red, 3 yellow, and 1 blue. Okay, so not super great. Yeah, I am gonna re-roll that. So there isn't any villainous, which is pretty good. I guess we'll go these 2 for that, and then re-roll. First re-roll. So we got genius. Okay. And then I'll do my second reroll. All right, I will use my token to get 1 successful on it. All right, that'll be it for Colossus. Then I guess Storm will go, or Cyclops. Yeah, Cyclops. All right, let's do this. Cyclops is doing 4 red. Cyclops has a teamwork on him. 2 yellow. All right, I do have the 4 damage here. I have a genius here. I will re-roll. Nope. We'll do another re-roll. All right, he completes it. 2 for 2. All right, Storm's up to bat. Okay. So Storm gets 1 red, 2 yellow, 3 blue. All right. You may turn 1 die showing a teamwork result to any result. All right, so I like these 2 geniuses. I'll use Tactical Brilliance to make this a 2. And then we will do our reroll. Okay, and I'll do 1 more reroll. To 1 yellow, 1 reroll. Okay. We'll use Richter. So we'll exhaust Richter to do 1 yellow die to reroll. Okay, there's the 2. All right, so that's gonna complete that one. So we're down just to the middle one. All right, so what's gonna happen is threat phase, draw and attach a sentinel to each uncompleted mission that does not already have a sentinel attached. But these are both completed, so this sentinel comes out to defend that. All right, we all take 1 damage from the thing, but so bodyguard is on Cyclops, so I'll take 2 on Colossus. Beast takes 1, Storm takes 1. Yeah, I think I got this in the bag. And then we're gonna redeploy. Our cards get put together. All right, so because there's 1 left, we all can go at the middle one. The rules allow us to do that. And we have to win this 4 times. And we have to take the Sentinel out. How do I want to do my team up? Storm will team up with Cyclops or Colossus. Cyclops will team up with Beast. Okay, so who wants to go first? This has a lot of training. Let's have Cyclops go up against the first one to go. All right, so guess we could do this. Since it's the last one. All right. Cyclops is doing 2 reds, 2 yellows, 2 blues. I have a teamwork token. Okay, a lot of genius. Sentinel is discard training token or suffer 3. I have Rick. I have Wolfsbane. What can Wolfsbane do? Roll up to 2 red dice, ignoring all effects. We use that. We have 2 Magnetos. We ignore the red effects. Let's just keep these down here. Or actually, we'll keep them down this way. Okay. So re-rolling with Richter. Or not Richter, Wolfsbane. All right, so we got a 3. So that can go down here. Oh, I gotta first delete this guy though. I need 2 teamworks. Okay. I'm gonna do my first reroll. All right, 2 teamworks. Perfect. All right, Sentinel is destroyed. And now there's no villainous, so I'll do my last reroll. All right, nope. Okay, so but we killed the Sentinel. All right, that will go in, I guess, with Storm. All right, Storm's doing 3 reds, 2 yellows, and a blue. Okay, so I have the genius. I have the 2 fights, so that's gonna go complete it once. And I will Richter to reroll up to 1 red die, 1 yellow die. Okay, we'll reroll these 2 with Richter. So using Richter, exhausting. All right, so, and then I'll use weather control to change that to a power, which then gives me another complete. So there we go. Storm's on a roll, man.
Nice.
All right, that will do it for Storm. All right, yeah, Beast will go in. Right, so Beast gets 2 red and 4 blue. Okay, so I can do tactical training. So I could take one of my tactical, just flip it to any result, which will do power. And then we got 2 and 2. So that's going to proc complete. So we just got to win one more time to win. We have 3 die. So physical, or we'll keep that one. No, we'll reroll. First reroll. So we got the 3. Just need the genius. Let's reroll our last reroll. Nice. We got the genius, and there you go, guys. That will end the scenario. The 4th star is completed. All right, so we do the conclusion. So the conclusion is you flip this over, you get to read Master Mold conclusion. The Sentinel base collapses upon itself, burying the machinery under tons of rubble. Trask surrenders themselves to authorities while the X-Men return to their school to recover. What troubles me, Professor, is that Master Mold wasn't recovered from the wreckage, muses Beast over a peaceful game of chess. I fear we haven't seen the last of these Sentinels. All right, guys, so that does it. I think if we would have did this on hard, because we would have been in the yellow to start off with, it might have been a little more intense. But I did pick Cyclops and Storm, Beast, Colossus are all pretty good heroes. So I think we had a really good team, and we seemed to get very lucky on the Sentinels that were coming out. They were all, like, half the time all the green ones. I think mainly because, here's the thing, we had it in the green for a long time, so we got a few Sentinels from the green deck, so that oversaturated this deck with a lot more green Sentinels. So I think that's why we did find it a little bit easier. It was good that we did the showdown quickly, because we had at one point a whole bunch of threat and missions. So there is sort of a, kind of a time clock. If you don't hurry up, you probably lose the game. Anyways, that's going to end it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you on my next stream that I do. And peace out.